Alrighty, looks like it is 7 o'clock Wednesday night. Time to get a live stream going here. Welcome everybody to a Wednesday night live stream with me, Mr. Moose. Tonight we are back doing Farm Sim, and so it is Wednesdays, and that means we are on Sosnovka doing our live stream thing. So welcome everybody for the live stream, as well as those who are watching on the archive. Let's see. Hello, Architect. Hello, James. Chris. KHIH Dipper. Hello. We the Peeps is back with us again tonight. And hello to Austin. Hello, guys. Welcome. Did I miss anybody? Heath. Sorry about that, buddy. Welcome to the live stream this evening. All right. So we are on Sosnovka. And ready to continue up where we left off, which is, of course, we plowed the fields, got to fertilize, and then do all the rest of that good stuff tonight. Fertilize, cultivate, plant, and then we'll fast track and start harvesting. So let's get going. William, how long will I be streaming tonight? Man, you never know. It can go anywhere from a couple hours to, 3-4 hours. I don't know. Depends on how everything goes and how well I feel. I am a little bit, my sinuses are just killing me for some reason. I don't know why. So, alright, so let's get going and enjoy it, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. And we will get started here tonight. So my plan is to get the fertilizing done, run through the field with the cultivator, just to hit any spots that miss, and then we'll come back and seed, and then we'll fast track time and see what we did. And it just depends on how the evening goes as to what we do. I might change over and do some forestry later on because of the folks who have wanted me to do forestry. It just all depends. I'm not going to make any definitive plans for anything other than Sosnovka, because that is what we're got Wednesday nights for. But we can always do a little bit of it, and then if we want to, we can change things around a little bit. So. I don't know what's going on the last couple of days. My sinuses have been draining and my eyes have been just like watering all the time. It's almost like hay fever in the fall, which is wrong. But Calvin, hello. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Moose, what'd you do today? I watched it rain. It poured down rain all day today, which is good because, I didn't have anything planned anyways other than everybody say it all together at one time. Play Fallout 4. Yeah. Now, I did some things around the shop. I'm building a new little place out back. So I did some things around it on the inside, but there wasn't a whole lot I could do because of the rain. So I messed around with that for a little bit. Went to lunch with a friend of mine. And then around 2 o'clock this afternoon, I finally jumped in and played a little bit of Fallout. So. And I actually have a video of Fallout uploading right now. It should be up. Well, it's already done. I just got to go in and finish up the little bits and pieces of the descriptions and stuff. So I am going to go ahead and move forward with doing a little Fallout series. But, it's just going to be basic gameplay. It's nothing amazing, but there's little things that I've picked up playing along I think that will help out new players. And so I'm going to go ahead and continue to do it. And hopefully some people like it. Let's see. What is the best mod that I use? We answer this question every single night, and every time I have to go into the same discussion on it. It really does depend on what kind of mod you're looking at, whether it be a tractor mod or a mod period in the game, because like I have a lot of different favorites. I really enjoy all the Rosenthaler stuff that adds the fruit into the game, so the whole apple mod thing is really huge to me. I really enjoy that, but at the same time I like things like I like the fact drive control and what it does in the game with giving you manual ignition and giving you the crop destruction. So things like that. You're talking about truck mods. What, for ETS? Had to be the Peterbilt. That would be my favorite mod in ETS. What do I think of this map? It's alright. It looks good graphically. I forgot to flip it over to Ultra tonight. I was going to play on Ultra this evening. But I forgot to flip over to it. See, I've got Manchester turned down. So when I come in to play this one, I forget to turn it back up. It's sort of a pain to have to do all that. Calvin's good. He's harvesting corn. Sounds fun. Now, are you doing that in the game or are you doing that in real life? Because I know a lot of people are out there on their final harvest right now. Like a lot of people did a first cut and then they're doing their second cut now. And so I know a lot of people are finishing up. Austin, not anytime soon, no. Too much other stuff to play. I mean, I'm only doing live streams 3 nights a week, and so I don't have tons of time to go out and do everything else. And mainly the live streams are going to be farm sim mainly. A little bit of ETS, but mainly farm sim. I have to be honest with you guys. I look at the viewership of what people look at and what people watch. And Landy and I were talking about this the other night. If I do a video, and I can do a video on whatever. If I do a video on farm sim, I get thousands of views, and I get lots of people's attention, and people watch. If I do any other video, it's hit or miss. And so, I mean, people are really interested in the farm sim stuff more than any other video. So it's sort of what it's sort of where I'm at, you know, and it's what I started this channel on. So it has priority over everything. Yeah, a lot of people I know, Calvin, go out and they'll cut like a first cut of corn and get that on the market, and then they'll do their beans. They'll get their soybeans up and get those out, and then they'll come back and they'll do a second cut of corn, or their final cut, and get whatever else they left in the field. So doesn't surprise me. You know. Hey Zach, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the feed. Somebody came in a minute ago and I missed them real quick. Let's see, who was that? Who was that came in? Branson, how you doing, buddy? Caden, I don't do shout outs, I just say hello to folks. All right. Let's see. Austin Farm Sim's the best. Justin lives in Elizabethtown, PA. Let's see. Well, you've never heard of people like cutting half their corn and then going and doing soybeans and coming back? I've seen it done quite a bit. Alright, so we the peeps, I don't do multiplayer. I don't do it. It's just one of those things I don't do. The only time I do it is with close friends that I do things with all the time. And that's it. I don't play multiplayer with people I hardly know, you know, so and again, I've said it many a times. My schedule fluctuates, so I don't always have the exact same schedule to play, and you know, so I really don't ever do multiplayer. Now again, Landy and I were talking last night about a dedicated server for the public to play on, and that would be something I would jump on and play on there. But that would be the only thing I do. But I don't do multiplayer. It's just, it's hard for me to try to coordinate it with somebody and then find the time and fit it in. And, you know, my schedule is funny as it is. So it just doesn't work out. And when I'm doing live streams and stuff, my live streams are really about not a multiplayer thing. All right, so I think we were able to use this tractor with that seeder, so there we go. All right, Adam, I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Back for another night of farm sim. No, I'm not going to turn GPS off. I use it all the time. Use it in real life. Gonna use it here. What wheel am I using and why? I'm using G27 because it makes the game a little bit more fun. Alright, so I'm going to turn that off. And we will head over. Why am I in here? Alright, we'll head over and grab this guy and we will go cultivate real quick and then we'll go in and sow. Alright, so fire this guy up. What kind of tractors are you using? I'm using the ones from the Gold Edition, the Zaders, and they are pretty cool. They are pretty cool little tractors. But these came with the Gold Edition. Now we're using the small ones, the starter ones. We'll be getting into the bigger ones once we get the money to upgrade. We are playing on hard mode for those of you who are just joining us for the first time. So we are playing straight up hard mode, no money added. I'm playing it just the way the game was designed. We played with the starter equipment. The only thing that I did change is I sold off the original combine and brought in a different one for use. And so yeah. Let's see. Get that right. This straightened up so it actually reads right. All right. There we go. Pull that over. Ah, come on. All right. A little bit of a manipulation over and we should be good to go with that. All right. All right, so we'll get this cultivated up, and as soon as we do, Calvin, what, you don't like them? What do the big tractors look like? They look like the little tractor, just bigger. Honestly, they look like the little red one. They're just a little bit larger. All right. Alrighty, so this is what we're going to be doing for a while. It's just running through, cultivating, and then go. You know, I think you actually do have to either plow or cultivate with that planter that we're using, because it seems like it doesn't work as it doesn't have a cultivator built onto it. I don't think. 1, 2. All right. Oops. So what now? The stream is messed up and said an error happened and it would randomly go full screen and mute. Is anybody else having any issue like that? Okay, so Architect says it's just on your side, because I see green across the board for me. I've got two things that I look at. I look at OBS, which is the encoding software, which tells me what the health of it is, and it's all green and no missed frames or anything else like that. And then I look at I can see the YouTube stream in the background, and that's telling me that everything is hunky-dory on that as well, so I'm not seeing any issues. This thing seems wider than it actually is. Oh well. Yours just keeps blurring and pausing. That's because your bit rate's too high on it. Because I'm streaming at HD in HD, so if you're trying to watch it in the original format, you might want to come down, because I'm streaming at 1080p. So if you're on a DSL connection, you probably want to stream down a little bit, maybe to a 720 stream. Because I am pushing it out at a pretty high quality. So yeah, I'm pushing it out at 4K and a full, 4K stream, which is 1080p. So, but again, that's one of the reasons I stream on YouTube, is so that if you guys have issues with it, you can always dial your stream back to a 720 stream and watch it at a lower quality. Alright, cool, Joe. Good. Good. Everybody else seems to be working good. Oh, Caden, sorry you gotta go. I know this stream is sort of late for, on school nights. So. My daily driver is a, Chevrolet Trailblazer. That's what I drive every day. All right. So what else is happening? Let's see, go over some things from the comment section of the videos and emails I'm getting, which we already covered the multiplayer thing. It's I get a lot of people asking me about multiplayer stuff. My dad drives a Dodge Ram 1. I have a Dodge Power Ram, but mine's old. It's an 87 Power Ram. I have it. That's my four-wheel drive truck that when I need to go hunting or mudding, or if I've got to tow something, like when I go to tow the tractors around and move them from place to place, that's the truck I use, you know, unless something really big that needs to be moved. Then I borrow my uncle's fifth wheel. Ball game was canceled. Uh-oh, that's not good. You play basketball, football, what kind of ball game? I don't like Dig It. I've watched some videos on Dig It before, and I can tell you right now I can't stand it. Now, Construction Sim, it's all right. Take it or leave it. It's just not as sim as I want it to be, or at least from what I've seen of it. So I'll stick with what I got. I got enough game. Oh my gosh, is that right? Am I seeing things? Did Trucker Man just join the stream? Yeah, what happened? Did the Wi-Fi at McDonald's go out over the weekend? Did you get locked up in jail? Did you get picked up by the popo? You've been missed, man. You've been the subject of most of the streams. Good to see you back, buddy. What setup am I using? I'm using a G27 with dual Logitech joysticks, and to walk around I use my PS3 mount or PS3 controller. So that is the setup I'm using. I figured you'd been doing some night runs or something, because I saw where you had been in the stream and or in the channel and made some comments on some videos during the day, and then you weren't around at night, so I figured maybe you were running some routes at night. So good to have you back, my friend. Oh, let's see. Hello, Private Haymaker. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Dakota, hello. Dakota Springer, welcome to the stream. You got a PS3, but you're looking to get a PS4 for Christmas? Oh, that's cool. Yeah. My PS3 is collecting dust in the closet. I don't ever play it anymore. Once I got back into PC gaming, I pretty much hung up the PlayStation. About you being thrown in jail. That's what we've been talking about. We've been trying to figure out where you're at. We figure you've been speeding and got thrown into the popo. All right. all you have is a PS2 and a Super Nintendo. That's funny. All right. So we'll get this field conditioned in and ready to go. I still have an Atari, as a matter of fact. I have an Atari. I have a Commodore 64. So yeah. Man, Trucker Man, whatever will we do tonight that you got it easy? I was gonna sit around and mess with you and about halfway through the stream try to make you hungry again. It's no fun when you're at home. That's an easy walk to the refrigerator. I don't live on a farm. I live in a house on the beach. But I have a farm that is about 15-20 minutes from me. But I don't live on it because it's out in the country and I like being down by the beach. I like being by the ocean. So I've got several little tractors. I've gone through them a million times. I've got a 32 series that is a small little what do you call it, compact utility tractor. I've got a 45 series. I've got an old 600, and then I've got a 7280R that is the latest one that I've gotten. That's what the tractors I've got at this point. Yeah, Cole, everybody has told me everything about that thing. I didn't play 13, so I don't know anything about all that. All I know is when I get a sign that tells me it doesn't work, I pretty much go with that sign. So when I saw the sign says it didn't work and there was no signal, I just assumed it didn't work. So yeah, that's the thing. But you know, everybody's told me. Everybody's also told me that I forgot that you have to select the combine head to disconnect it, which is absolutely the stupidest thing in the game, but that's okay. Why you have to select the combine head you're towing behind a tractor when every trailer in the game disconnects with just hitting the Q button? That's just absolutely stupid to me. Alright. Oh, put that down a little early, didn't I? Oh, Caden, gotta go eat. Game, eat. Hey, you're just on the move. Alright, take it easy, Caden. Thanks for coming out. Alright, so we'll make our last little pass right here and get this field all ready to sow. Let's see. Gamer22, hello, welcome. Nice to have you. So what's the weather like in Alabama? It rained all day today. It has just rained and rained and rained and rained. Last night about 3 o'clock in the morning, it got really dodgy around here. So we had a lot of rain. It was like 70 at 3 a.m. this morning. I remember looking at the thermometer, and it was 78 degrees still outside. So yeah, humid, muggy, and then some cool air sort of moved in behind that, and all of a sudden it got nasty outside. So a little bit of weather moved in, but all that is over. All right, I need to bring this up, and we'll adjust this. There we go. Let's see. What are you planting? Cultivating right now. You have 60-mile-an-hour winds. That's cool. Hello, Michael Lewis. All right. Put that down. Yeah, it's been kind of nasty here. I don't know if we've got it's supposed to be sunny though tomorrow. I mean, once this gets pushed through, it's supposed to be nice, but it's supposed to start getting cooler behind that. So Calvin, I'm playing a Russian map, so therefore I'm going to use the tractors that come with the map and use those. They're part of the DLC, and that was the whole purpose for playing this map, is to play the DLC. So I'm not going to sell the Russian tractors and get an American style tractor on it. I'm going to try and keep this more European and stick with it the way it is. So, and it's going to be more of an Eastern European map for us. I'm going to look around and going to actually look around and try to find a few mods to go with it that actually work with this particular map a little bit, as well as some, you know, some more Eastern European type stuff. So that gun season opened last weekend. So, let's see, what is my weather forecast for tomorrow? It's supposed to be 72, but overnight lows down into the 50s. That's what we're looking at. But it's funny because, like I said, last night late it was 70 degrees, and it was in the mid 70s, upper to mid 70s at 3 a.m. in the morning. And tonight it's supposed to be down into the mid 50s. So drastic change of weather. As I've said before, though, I like that. I like to make sure that I'm getting plenty of cold weather this time of year, or cooler weather this time of year, because I got greens in the field, and cool weather is good for greens. Man, this field's set up so wrong. Let's see. Let's see. Am I planning on doing ETS on Friday? No, Fridays is Farm Sim. The plan, like I said, the plan is Wednesdays and Fridays to do Farm Sim and do Sosnovka and do other Farm Sim stuff during the week. And then Saturday nights is my night to play some other game. And that will, you know, that's when we've been doing ETS, is on Saturday night. So that's the game plan anyways, moving forward. And then every once in a while you'll see me throw in an odd live stream like Monday night when when I did Manchester Monday night, because I didn't have a chance to do any kind of video. So Justin, I should do more silage. I don't know why, but okay. Haven't done any silage. I'm just getting started. I mean, you can't do everything right off the bat on a map. You guys got to have a little patience, especially playing hard mode. You know, I can't even afford to buy a harvester other than the Pottinger. I could rent one, but I'm not going to do it right off the bat. I need to get some more fields before I can start doing all that. You got to walk before you can run. All I know is you were gone for a while there, Trucker Man, so we started speculating on what could it be that has got you away. Calvin's going hunting in 2 weeks. Cool, man. It's got to cool off a little bit more. When do I play Fallout 4? Just about every hour I'm not playing Farm Sim. I just haven't been doing it on a live stream. I don't know. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I've got my other character that I've been playing up to level 44. And I'm having a lot of fun with him. And I got... Ooh, we gotta go get some gas before we run out. Almost didn't see that. Hopefully I can coast over here. On empty. How about that? That was good timing. But yeah, like I said, I just did a video today, which is basically just base building and, you know, how to build up a little building and all that good stuff to start to build a settlement, put up a recruiting beacon, all that good stuff. And then I will do another video on the next video. I'm going to actually go out and start doing some missions and getting into the thick of it, but I'm going to try to avoid doing the main storyline. I just go out and play, have fun with it, do some crafting, build up my character. So I've got 2 that I'm playing now. I had 3, I got rid of 1. So I'm just on that. So I'll start playing it. Trying to probably do a little video on it every day with Fallout and put that up and spend a little time on that. And again, I had a long conversation with the cable company yesterday regarding changing over my cable service and getting them to take the cap off of it. And I'm supposed to get back with them. Supposed to actually hear from them today, but I didn't hear from them today, so hopefully I'll hear from them tomorrow with an answer as to what it'll take to get that cap off. Once they get that cap off, then I'll be able to stream on a regular basis, and so I'll probably start doing more live streaming because it's just easier for me to get videos up doing live streaming. I think sometimes the content might suffer a little bit, but for the most part, I'll try to get, I'm going to try to get to where I'm doing at least a live stream a day. Theoretically, what I'd like to do is get to the point where I start live streaming around 3 o'clock my time, which is a little after everybody's out of school locally, and start streaming then, and then just stream for about, you know, from 3 o'clock until about 9. So that's what I'd like to do if I can get that up. At the old farm, me and my brother would throw a ball in the cornfield, and whoever found it won. And we used to mess around in the cornfield, but my dad hated it. my dad worried, like he just, because of the snakes, he was just knew we were going to run into a snake out in the middle of the cornfield. And man, we go out and play in there, and we get an earful from him. Let's see. Gotta go for now. Good to see you, buddy. I didn't say I was starting at 3 o'clock, so you'd be able to watch from the very beginning. Remember, I got people that watch all this stuff over in Europe as well, so I've got some mail from them this week wanting me to start the live streams at a different time because they couldn't watch the live streams, and they want to, because when I do the live streams, they're sound asleep. So it might be a situation where I do a stream early in the morning and then another one in the afternoons. Do like a European stream and a US stream. Hey, Butcher Man, welcome back. Jacob, my day was real good, man. Real good. Had a real good lunch today. Nice. Sat and caught up with all my little marina buddies. They should stay up later. They should stay up at night and sleep during the day. Is that your solution? Hey, Liverbox, welcome back, my friend. Welcome back to the stream. Alright, we the peeps, take it easy, go get some rest. The archive will be up for you to watch tomorrow if you miss anything. What did I do today? I messed around here at the house, worked on a little building project that I'm working on. Then I had lunch with some good friends, and then I came home, messed around here some more, played some Fallout, put a Fallout video up, and then cooked dinner and got ready to do the live stream this evening. Oh, there I went. I mentioned food again. Don't hate me there, buddy. Old Trucker Man will start salivating. Though he's the one that brought up food first, because he did mention that he's grilling hamburgers right now. Everybody's got to go to sleep early tonight. That's an odd one. See you, Chris. Take it easy. Thanks so much for coming out. Caden, welcome back. Cole, I do have a four-wheeler. I have a couple of them, but I don't have any dirt bikes. You're making sauerkraut tomorrow. Nice. Homemade sauerkraut is awesome. And I wanted to start working this field from this direction. So many trees on here. On this side of the field. Let's see. Justin, I missed what you said. Something about like if you get 9,000 subs. Not sure what you said there. Architect's not going to bed until this thing ends. Oh, we're going all night. I'm streaming until 2 a.m. No, I'm just kidding. Oh Oh man. Steak and potatoes, that sounds good, Adam. Hey, Steve Collins, welcome, buddy. Good to see you again. Pretty sure I've seen you before. Let's see. We can meet. You can buy. I can buy lunch, huh? All right. There's a McDonald's here. Oh, nobody needs to see my ugly mug. I have no intentions of ever doing live cam stuff. Yeah, again, I've said it before. A little bit of anonymity has to be involved because of what I do around the community and everything. It's a little bit different when you get older. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. There shouldn't be any sort of stigma put on gaming all the time at my age. Especially, you know, look, if you make a living, you pay your bills, you got everything taken care of. I should be able to do whatever I want and nobody frown upon it or anything else like that. But there are those out there that look at the fact that I play video games every day at, you know, at my age, and they look at it and think, well, you know, what is that guy? What a loaf, or, you know, whatever. He doesn't do anything, or yada yada yada. And you know, those people judge, believe it or not, people judge you for that kind of stuff, which is sort of sad, but, you know, it is what it is. No. Justin, asking for shout outs is a good way to get kicked off the channel. I don't do them, don't ask for them, and I'm not going to promote other people's stuff on here, so don't be asking for it. That's like, people should, I don't know if people don't realize it or not, I have links turned off on all my YouTube stuff. So if you try to put a link in a show notes video or on a comments of a video, they don't get posted. They get flagged and they get put into a spam folder, and I can see them, and then I can decide which ones get to actually be posted. Y'all would be shocked at how many people on a daily basis spam a link to their YouTube channel or whatever in the video, in the comment section of the videos. It's just hilarious to me. And the ones that spam things that have nothing to do with Farm Sim or have anything to do with the channel, it's just ridiculous junk that people, you know, troll around and they'll spam things in there. All right, so you're grilling a juicy cheeseburger. That sounds pretty good. It's all right if that's what you're into. Yeah, Butcher Man, a lot of times it is. It's just somebody's got a bot crawling and putting things up, so. Caden, do I know Gunnin or Phoenix? No, I don't. I have no idea who that even is. Never even seen the names. So that would answer that question. You should have, any game that you do a video on, you should have some sort of license to share, content sharing license, or they have to openly acknowledge that you can share content. So, yeah, you need to have some sort of license from them. Most of the time you can write a company, you can get the license from them. Even if you don't, like most of the people out there don't do it. They don't even take the time to go get a license. They just assume that they own a game, they can just automatically start doing videos on it. But even if you don't think you need a license, it's always good to write the company and get them to give you either the link to where they have their shared content license, if they have one publicly available like Euro Truck does, or you need to at least write them and ask them to give you one, because it's not so much that maybe they won't come after you, but you should have it on hand just in case anybody ever challenges a license on YouTube and goes after you for a copyright violation. And you have to know you have to really know what their restrictions are as far as what you can do in a video or what parts of a video you can use. Like Call of Duty is really, really, really against using cutscenes in videos. You have a lot of issues with people getting copyright strikes against them for using cutscenes in their videos. That's one of the reasons why on Fallout I talk so much. People are irritated by me talking so much, but one of the reasons I talk so much throughout the game is because my partner agreement with the company that I am monetized through doesn't like cutscenes at all, because they don't want to have to deal with it. So I have to talk and narrate through them. Alright, a couple more passes and we'll be done with our cultivating. We can switch over and actually put some seed in the field. And we'll look at prices and we'll see what we're going to plant this time. Can I get a truck? Oh, look at the money. I don't have the money to buy a truck right now. There we go. So yeah. Again, Evron, I'm playing this in hard mode. I'm not adding any money in, so right now I'm not buying anything that I don't need, and I won't be stockpiling grain or anything right now because I don't have the funds to be able to do it. So eventually I'll get one. Yeah, eventually we'll get a lot of equipment. William, not going to cut the trees down. I'll just work around them. Do I still have Manchester? Yes, I played it Monday. We did a whole video Monday night, and we did 2 or 3 hours of streaming on it. Is Giants planning on a new Farm Sim game next year? My understanding is Farm Sim 17 is the next one, and that is going to include all of the AGCO stuff in it. So yeah, they are planning another one from what I understand, but rumor is that it's going to be the same old game with the same old engine and nothing really new to it, which is frustrating to a lot of people because they need a new engine. They really do. They need to step their game up, and they need to come up with something new. And they really need to work on all the forestry stuff and make the forestry better. But that would involve a new engine, most likely, and rumor is they're not going to work on that, so what did I do on Manchester last stream? We glad to know you're keeping up and watching the videos. I'm just kidding with you, man. We basically did a little bit of yard work as far as feeding cattle and things of that nature. Got the cattle fed the sheep, watered them, and then we moved over, harvested the orchard, and then after that was done, I fast-tracked time and worked over on the beef cattle area, knocked all the grass textures out and started putting in a manure pit or a manure bin, and did a few other things. So basically finally got into the next day and was able to do some work on that. So that's what we did Monday. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. Who did I miss a minute ago? Let's see. Let's see. Andrew, hello. Welcome. All right, so out of this one we go, and we will be in the other one, and time to seed. So we'll get into this guy, and let's look at what our numbers are. See what we want to plant this time. Canola prices are falling. Still got good prices on wheat and barley. We don't have a corn head yet, so I don't know, wheat or barley, one of the two. Probably go with the I guess go with the wheat. We do that. So we'll do another big run of wheat, and then we'll go from there. Adam, speaking of John Deere, how long has it been since they released a game? God, it's been a long time. That John Deere farming game is old. It's been a long time since they released a game. Good night, Calvin. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, John Deere made like real John Deere real farming or something like that, and Liver box. I did do a brief video on how to edit in the editor. You just missed it. So, all right. So let's adjust this guy down. Should be 3 meters. It is. All right. So we are selected for barley. Let's set up for wheat. All right. Justin, be back in a bit. All right, man. Take it easy. Is there a Kenworth mod that has gears to shift in it? Do you mean for Farm Sim, or are you talking about for Euro Truck? Alright, so we'll get our planting done and we'll go from there. Thanks for coming by, Calvin. Sorry you gotta go, man. But I appreciate it. Thanks for coming out. I should plant the other field in canola. It's a possibility. Cody, what's the what? You won the lottery today. Is that the right guess? And did you say there is one? Or is that what you were saying? There's a Kenworth mod that has gears to shift in it. Really? I have not seen that. I know there's some new Kenworth stuff out there. I just haven't paid much attention to them real much. So. Oops. What just happened? All right. Oh, I knocked my comments bar off. Forgot to scroll back down. Here we go. All right. All right. Hello, Keegan Ryan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see, what else? Somebody asked me about doing a video on how to hook up a steering wheel and joysticks. There's really nothing to it. I mean, if you watch the video or on joysticks to do dual joysticks, it's really basically the same thing. You just need to hook up your gamepad and then just go into the options folder and do all the settings for it. Just assign your values where it says steer left or steer right. You just have to hit the button and turn your steering wheel. So yeah. Alright, Calvin, take it easy, buddy. See you in the next stream, which will be Friday night. Go ahead, Cody. What's your question, buddy? Wow. Why is my name Mr. Moose? That's because it's a nickname I've had for a long, long time. That's the reason why. I've had the nickname of Moose for a long, long time. Goes back to when I used to play football. Let's see. Alright, so we'll run through and get the wheat planted into this field. And then we will move over to the other field and we will get it planted. Who knows, maybe we'll throw some canola in there. And maybe we'll get it all harvested this evening. Cody, I didn't come up with it. It's just a nickname that I've had for years, like I said. It's something that initiated when I played football. And one of the coaches started calling me Moose. And so yeah, I've had it for years. And then it's just kind of stuck around. Oh, well, thank you, Cody. Some people think it's stupid, but, you know, it's me, and that's who I am. Like I said, I've had that nickname for probably 25 years. I probably got it when I was about 15 years old, so been at least 25 years. Captain Kangaroo. Captain Kangaroo and Mr. Green Jeans. Hey, I used to love me some Captain Kangaroo. The man had a bowl cut for a hairdo. Oh, 1970s television, man. Can't beat it. All right, so keep on going here. Hey Nathan, what's going on, buddy? We just doing some planting here on Sosnovka. Alright, Cole, take it easy. Go get some rest. I'll see you back on Friday. What CPU am I using? It's an AMD FX 8350. I updated all of my... updated the About page on YouTube yesterday to include my computer spec. So all that is on there. Hey, B-Dog. Welcome, 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 man. Glad you enjoy it. Glad you could join us tonight. Right. Hopefully this planting will turn out a little bit better for us, since I'm planting it at real speed instead of having the speed cranked up like I did the last time accidentally. It's one of those things where starting off on a new map, it's been so long since I've started a new map, I forget all the little things that you got to look for and make sure you've got them right. So yeah, what kind of computer are you going to build this time, Adam? Winter mix on Saturday. Now, whereabouts do you live, Trucker Man, that you're going to be getting a winter mix on Saturday? Take it easy, Justin. I'll see you Friday. All my live streams pretty much start at the same time, Cody. I usually shoot for 7 p.m. Central Time here in the States. And they usually run for at least a couple hours, maybe longer. Yeah. Jacob, have I ever gotten beat up in junior high? Not really. One guy picked a fight with me in junior high and I knocked the living snot out of him. And that pretty much was the end of anybody ever trying to pick a fight with me. Again, with a nickname like Moose, you've got to understand that I was built like a brick house. I played defensive tackle in football, and I was a big dude. And somebody smarted off and tried to pick a fight with me, and he shoved me. And my daddy always told me never throw the first punch, but after that, beat the snot out of him, and that's exactly what I did. I let him swing one time, and I caught it with the... He swung, and when he did, I caught it with my forearm, and then I knocked him square in the face, right in the nose and the upper jaw, or right on the mouth, anyways. and hit him so hard that he fell backwards and hit his head against a brick wall. And that was the end of it. It didn't last but about 2 seconds. And it was over. And word got around school about that one. And I didn't have any more issues. No one ever tried to pick a fight with me after that. It's a rite of passage, though, man. It happens. It's always going to happen. There's always going to be, in every junior high, elementary, junior high, there's always going to be somebody that tries to pick a fight with you. And it's just going to happen. And people who say, well, it's bullying and all this other stuff, it's just human nature. It happens. It happened when I was in school. It happened when my daddy was in school. It happened when everybody else in school. And, you know, look, as long as you don't initiate the fight, that's fine. But if somebody initiates a fight on you, beat the snot out of them, or at least try to beat the snot out of them. Trust me, a bruise, a black eye, or whatever, it don't hurt nearly as bad if you fought back. You know? And the thing is this, if you fight back, they're going to stop. If you don't fight back, they're not going to stop. And, you know, but you've got to, if you don't, they're just going to keep messing with you. So, yeah, don't ever cower from it. Let them start it, and then once they start it, you finish it. So, yeah, dude, I had a guy that we went to school with. Ooh, man. People used to mess with him. They would make fun of him and everything else like that. And, man, he finally cracked one day. We were in 7th grade, I think it was in civics class, and dude was behind him flicking his earlobes and bothering him, pestering him, and dude turned right around, looked him right in the eye, and then took a pencil and stabbed him in his upper lip. And it even, like, there was a lead mark on the dude's tooth where it went straight through his lip. And man, I remember nobody ever talked to that kid again. It was like, wow. All right, Cody, thanks for stopping by, man. Glad you could come in and join us. That's a little extreme, though. I don't recommend you stab anybody with a pencil, but just don't take it off of people. Stand up for yourself. Like I said, a beatdown doesn't hurt nearly as bad when you know that you put in a fight. You put up a fight, you know. You got your GTX 970s today. Nice. I'm gonna wait one more week, and I'm gonna see what the Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales bring, and pull the trigger at that point. If the price on the 970 or 980 comes down a little bit during the sales, then I will probably grab that. But why did I come over here to the lime when I need to be over here by the seed? Oops, a little close to it. Troy, what other maps am I doing? Well, I still got Manchester and Rockwood right now, and then I've got this, and then I've still got a working copy of Colborough, and I can always go back to North Brabant if I ever want to. But right now I'm doing this one in Manchester, and like I said, I talked about doing Lakeside, but I understand that there's another map being developed by Stevie, and I may hang out for it and wait for that. So Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna wait until Black Friday or Cyber Monday, see what goes out there as an offer, see what the prices are, which we'll get all the ads in the next day or two, and we'll see what people are advertising. And I have mixed emotions about it. I'm not a real big fan of the whole Black Friday thing. The fact that they started on Thanksgiving Day now, instead of waiting until actual Friday. And I hate to go support anything else like that. But it's like last year, I got my television that I had for like a less than $200. And you know, you can't beat that. What is Cyber Monday? It is the Monday after Black Friday, where typically your retailers will put a lot of things on sale on their websites. It's just another way to get people to spend a little bit of money. But that is on Monday. Yeah. I'm sure they do. I pretty much think everybody has some sort of gimmick to get you in the door on Thanksgiving or Friday. So I know Bass Pro Shops does. So imagine if they do, I would imagine others do as well. So yeah, Faye, it's not necessarily just limited to technology though. It's also companies, your big department stores, even Walmart and everybody, they do Cyber Monday as well now, because who wants to go? It's for people who don't want to go sit through all that traffic and all the headache of trying to deal with the psychos on Black Friday and that weekend. Don't y'all know security is going to be so beefed up for next week for the sales after everything that's gone on the last week? I imagine you'll see security out there crazy. Isn't Small Business Saturday, isn't that this weekend? Oops, I missed a little bit there. Yeah, I mean, I try to buy local and I try to buy small whenever I can. But I mean, at the same time, you got to save money where you can. And so sometimes you just got to go out there and buy it from a big box store or somebody like that. You can't always buy local. It doesn't make sense when you can save a ton of money buying either online or buying from a big retailer. I had somebody tell me that the other day. We were having a conversation. He got all up in it about how he always buys local. He doesn't ever buy anything off the internet. And I'm like, well, no offense, but you're just plumb stupid then, because there's some, if you're not, you must be made of money or something that you don't care to shop online and buy online. I mean, I'm all about supporting local merchants, but if I can save over $100 or more by buying online, I'm gonna do that. So B-Dog, we talked about it. I have a bunch of cars. I have a, my daily driver is a Chevy Trailblazer. And then, as far as I got a Dodge pickup truck, that I keep on my farm that I use for whatever. You know, it's a big old four-wheel drive gas guzzler, so I don't drive it very much. I have a 97 Chevy Blazer that I still have. So I have a 67 Stingray. And then I got a couple of other little cars that I really don't ever talk about. So your eyes are going square sitting 2 feet from a 39-foot screen, 39-inch screen. I have a I think I sit about 7 foot from mine, and it's 60 inches. So I try to sit far enough back that it doesn't hurt my eyes. Have I ever shopped at Shepler's? Hell yeah. I like to browse their catalog a lot. I don't buy a ton of stuff from them because I'm, you know, I'm really not a Shepler's person, but I've browsed it. I used to get into the whole country lifestyle thing, and I used to like for all kinds of little belts and things like that. And then of course, don't they have tack? They've got tack and some other stuff. It's been forever since I've looked at a Shepler's, but I used to read. I used to go through their catalog a long time ago for cowboy hats and stuff like that. Why am I playing like that? It's a lot more efficient. I'm just getting tired of doing it the way I was doing it. I'd rather skip row plant than do row after row. You know? Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, the only thing, there's not a whole lot at Shepler's that I would buy. I mean, I'm more of a flip-flopping shorts kind of guy. Than I am Wranglers and a brush popper and a cowboy hat. So, dude, the Stingray comes out once a month and gets just, you know, started up. I drive it around, clean it up, you know. It doesn't get corn cobs in the tailpipe. It gets driven. Yeah, it's a driver. It does not get babied. No, Shepler's is more of a sort of like a cattleman's type or farmer type magazine. It's more of a rustic lifestyle magazine or company. It's not a magazine so much as it is a retailer. They're sort of like Cabela's and those guys for farmers and country people or rural side. Yeah. I like them all, B-Dog. I'm not necessarily a fan of of one or the other. I mean, I love, like, there are certain aspects of vehicles that I like. I like some older stuff. I like older cars that are easy to work on. All right. So, I've got a 46 Plymouth that is so easy to work on, it's not even funny. But, at the same time, I've got, this reason I keep my Dodge pickup truck. It's easy to keep running. Now, the day that it costs me more to keep it running than to get a new car, then I'll go get a new car. But for now, it's easy to keep running, and I have it. It's I don't have to spend any more money to get it, to have it, and so that's the reason I keep it around. At some point, I'll get rid of it. Probably never, though. That truck I'll probably keep for the rest of my life, just because it's the first truck that my dad and I ever got together. So I got it a long time ago, and so it has a lot of sentimental value to me. So I'll probably keep it for a long time. And it's just like all my older cars. The 67 was a restoration project that I did with my old man. The 46 is a restoration project that I did with my old man. So those cars aren't going anywhere. They're not going to be sold. I'm not parting them out or anything else like that. They're going to stay in my garage for a long time. And I drive them all the time. And when I drive them, I get to it gives me back a little bit of the time that I spent with my dad. And since he's not with me anymore, those are the things that I have a tie to him with, so those are the things that I keep around and hang on to. So but that doesn't mean I don't like new cars. That doesn't mean I don't go to the dealership too and look at them. If I could get a Tesla dealership nearby, I'd own a Tesla coupe right now. But there's not one in my area. So, and I don't want to pay the exorbitant fees they have for owning one out of area. So, I just have to wait until the day that one is available in my area, and then I'll get one. So, there's some new cars I absolutely love. But I can't see spending the money when I have a car that runs just fine, and I got no need to go get a newer one. And I'm to the point where, like, muscle and horsepower doesn't do anything for me anymore. Like, so there's no need for me to go out and buy a really nice car or something like that. Like, so I'm content with what I have. But again, with that said, if Tesla had a dealership near me, I would go out and buy a Tesla coupe any day. Not a coupe, the S-Class, the sedan. I got no use for that coupe. I was getting the two of them confused. But yeah. When am I going to do another Rockwood Forestry video? I had intended to do one on Sunday, but just life got in the way. You never know. Got to leave at 2 a.m. You're headed to Virginia. All right, man. Take it easy. Be safe. Find a truck stop with Wi-Fi Friday night and join us again. Stock up on some McDonald's or whatever you need. Make sure you got snacks. Hopefully we'll see you again on Friday. Hello, Matt. Welcome back. Alright, so we'll have to go one more pass through here, and then we'll have this thing seated and ready to go. I've done 3 recordings today, and each recording my dog has managed to bark in the background of. Nice. Man, I'll tell you, I don't want anything with that big of a... I don't want anything that's that big of a gas hog. Have to be honest with you. And that's the thing about buying another truck, or, you know, I love my truck. I do. I love it. And I like my Trailblazer. But man, I hate the gas mileage on it. That's the one thing I hate. That's the reason why if Tesla had a place here in town or nearby where I could be within their service range, I would buy one in a heartbeat. Because I don't drive enough to have to worry about the charge on a battery. The distances I travel in a day are so small, like that I would never have to worry about how much charge I have on a battery. So I could get one of those and I could drive it all day long, and I would love it. My first vehicle was a 77 El Camino. My daddy gave it to me when I was 13 years old. He paid $9 for it and basically told me that if I could have it running by the time I turned 16, I'd have an automobile. And that's the first car I got. He made me strip it all the way down to the frame and build it all the way from the ground up. All new bushings. The whole car had to be at that time wire brushed and repainted, so the whole frame was rusted. So I had to go in and, using a drill with a wire brush on it, I had to brush down that entire frame and get all the rust off of it and treat all the rust, and then go back and paint that. And I hand painted the whole thing on the frame with rust preventative, and then with a body coat. And then once I had all of the suspension rebuilt with all new bushings and rebuilt the control arms and everything, then I had to build the motor and replace the fuel lines, replaced all the vacuum hoses, everything on it. Basically, I rebuilt the car from the ground up. Had to rip the interior out of it, put a whole new interior inside of it, and that was the first car I ever had. And I wouldn't trade that experience for anything, because that was my first time learning how to break an engine down, what was involved. He made me go through every aspect of breaking it down, taking it to the machine shop, having the guys at the machine shop bore it out, and he sat with me and made me order all the parts for it, and explained to me like why I was getting certain parts. And yeah, it was an education that you can't get anywhere, you know. So tearing that thing down and working on it and building it was yeah, I mean, that's just the experience of a lifetime that to this day I can, you know, if I need to do anything on a vehicle, I can do it myself. I don't have to take it to a shop. So what's the furthest I've driven? You mean like on a trip or something? Is that what you mean? Or like the furthest I've driven in a day, or... because 2 years ago there was a boat in Seattle that a customer of mine wanted, and I had to drive all the way from here to Seattle, pulling an empty trailer, and got there to pick the boat up. I got all the way to Seattle, and the deal fell through, and the guy didn't want the boat after that. So then I had to drive all the way back with that empty trailer. I was so mad. But yeah, so I've driven from here to Seattle with very few stops. Oh, come on. 58, I'm gonna have to go refill. I'll agree with you on that one, Andrew. You don't buy a good car, you do rebuild it. They don't make them like they used to. And now they make them so you can't work on them. They don't want you to. Yeah, that's probably the furthest trip I've ever driven, though. Is that run going from here to Seattle and back. Which is basically going from one corner to the other. Norm! Welcome, 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 Norm. I've always wanted to do that. What's going down, Norm? Caden, welcome back. First vehicle you ever got was a 79 Chevy Malibu 4-door. Yeah, the new cars are quite computerized these days. My next door neighbor, I remember like when they first started coming out with chips and processors, my next door neighbor had a Sun machine, and you thought, man, that thing's massive, and it would read cards, and everything that machine would do now you can do in the palm of your hand. It's just crazy. Thank you, man. So what is your 1256 3862? Is that your lottery numbers, or is that the is that from Lost, or what? All right, this thing shows I'm empty. I gotta go fill it back up. Let's see. Dude, I've said it before. Within the next 3 to 5 years, you will, I mean, if you, let's put it this way. Whatever car you buy next, if you buy a car within the next 3 to 5 years, the car you buy next will be the last car you ever purchase that you can drive within the next 3 to 5 years. Maybe less than that. Like the kids that are growing up today, they may never actually drive a car. With the way the technology's going, we're getting to that point. I mean, you look at where Mercedes is testing a driverless 18-wheeler right now. You know, in Las Vegas, they're out there with an 18-wheeler that can drive itself. You're going to get to that point where, all right, take it easy, trucker man. You're going to get to the point where technology is going to take the steering wheel away from you, and It's coming. It's not too far away from us. Whoa, 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 whoa. Quit what you're doing there, buddy. Gotta be smart about this. There we go. Alright, we'll get this last little bit of seeding done. Yeah, I mean, I don't look at you as a kid. You're today's youth. I'm just talking about kids. Anybody under the age of like 10 years old will probably never know what it was like to drive a car. Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen that Trucker Man? Yeah, you need to look that up. Mercedes and Las Vegas. Mercedes has a truck right now in Las Vegas that they are testing that has no driver. It is complete AI taken care of. Now it has a steering wheel, and of course you can drive it, but for the most part, they're working to the point where you'll never have to touch the steering wheel. It won't get to the point where there's no trucker involved in it, because you're always going to have to. You're never going to be able to. I don't think you'll ever be able to get to the point where you can program a truck to go from point A to point B and pull into a loading dock, because things change, and loading docks are subject to somebody pulling into the loading dock and taking up a spot where you were supposed to be or whatever. But yeah, the days are numbered on driver controlled cars. It was at Toyota. Somebody for SEMA this year drove a car across the United States, and it was the people were in the car, but they never touched the steering wheel. Yeah, Adam, I think that was for SEMA this year, but like I said, the day is coming, and it's not too far off into the future. So, all right, so that's it. We have got our planting done, and all's good here on the farm. So now at this point, we are ready to harvest our fields and go from there. All right, at this point, let's see. We're an hour and 52 minutes into this. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream here, guys. We'll go ahead and... Oh, wait. What time is it? Let me look. 8:49. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to take a 5-minute break, and I'll come back, and we'll change maps, and we will head over to Rockwood and do a little bit of forestry. Maybe do about an hour's worth of forestry. But I don't want to start the harvest on this map right now, so we'll take a couple of minute break, and then I'll be right back, and we'll switch over to Rockwood. So give me 2-3 minutes, and then I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back. And I just cracked my headphones. That was great. Y'all, I got to tell you, Turtle Beach has good headphones, but they have the worst material that they manufacture them out of. Everybody I know has broken a pair. Well, there went Farm Sim. Crash. That was interesting. Let's see if I can get it to run one more time. I just fixed my headphones the other day too, and I guess the repair on them just broke. I had to go back and weld them up again. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm about to the point where I'm just gonna ditch the headphones altogether and go with a boom mic and start playing with that. Because I've got a bunch of outboard gear and everything from when I used to do audio processing. So I could do some really good sounding stuff. But I sold my really good microphone a few years ago, and I don't have it anymore, so I'd have to buy a new microphone. That's the only thing. Alrighty, so let's see where we're at here. This guy just got in gas, so we'll get it fired up. And we will head up to where all the wood is laying. And there is quite a bit of it on the ground still. However, though, you can't really, it doesn't have the same effect as it used to, because in the last patch, Giants changed the amount of wood that renders into the screen, so that it would help out with your frame rate. So even when we get up here, it doesn't look like there's as much wood on the ground as there really is, because they've changed how much of it renders up. Oh, Caden, but can you drive a Hirsch transmission? That's the real question. I've looked at all the Yeti stuff, like the Blue Snowball and the Yeti, all their different mics. I'm still an EV guy. Like, I love my old EV stuff. Like I said, I did radio for a really long time, and so I have a lot of experience in there. So here's what's messed up. If you look now, it doesn't look like there's any wood on the ground because of the way they changed the rendering on all of this. So you actually have to drive up over here for the wood to actually start rendering in. It's kind of crazy. There was wood for days out here. All right, so okay, get my coffee cup moved out of the way, and let's get to it. Oh, come on. All right, Jacob, take it easy, man. Thanks for coming out tonight. Have a good night. I will see you Friday, baby. Do you ever watch that, Adam, you ever watch Street Outlaws on the Discovery Channel? Anybody did anybody happen to see where Big Chief wrecked his car? He had like that I think it was 600 and something horsepower in it. It's like 6 something. Anyways, he apparently he had a collision with another car or something while they were doing something, and tore it up bad. I just saw the headlines on one of the Gears magazines. So should have extended that wheelbase. Alright, drop that in there. I just saw some pictures of it. I just saw some pictures of it today, and all I saw, I didn't see it where it had flipped. I just saw the whole front of it was bashed in really, and just basically gone. The whole front end of it. All right. Here we go. Do you have any idea why 3500s are cheaper than 4500s? What are you talking about, man? What are we referencing here as far as what a 3500 and a 4500? Talking about trucks? Yeah. Talking about trucks. Isn't a 3500 more of a isn't that sort of a mid-size or a mid-duty truck versus a 2500 is more of a passenger vehicle? So, you know, I think there's more comfort in a 2500 than in a 3500. If that's what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I think 3500s are classified more as a medium duty truck. And so they're more like something that you would buy as a fleet truck or something else like that. So that's probably why they're cheaper. Though I don't know, honestly. And don't honestly know. I need to back up. Totally forgot about this. Alright. Which button is it? It's that button there. Gotta back up the hill. If I don't, all my logs are gonna slide out of the truck. Forgot all about that. Do I know what a dirt track late model is? Yes. Yes, I do. Get all these to bunch up a little bit. Get some light on. Break some of these shadows down. It's getting late. Might actually get to use the wood chipper with the lights on. Man, I still have got to get a rubber mat or something to put on these joysticks because they just want to slide around way too much. Oh man, come on. There we go. Later moves, be back. All right, man. Take it easy, James. Thanks for coming out and joining us. Dad races late model dirt track. Street style, or... That's cool. He only has one leg. How does he shift? Is everything... Is he running automatic or what? Or does he just power shift the whole time? Hey man, this is fun stuff, I gotta be honest with you. I used to hate forestry. I got joysticks, man, and now I'm like, ooh, this is fun. I mean, other than the fact that the trees bounce around all the time, I mean, that's the Giants engine. There's not a lot I can do about that. But the gameplay itself is actually really fun once you get the hang of it. Like, I could never do that right there before using just a keyboard and mouse and be able to control all that wood. I'm not really sure why they added it in, you know. I'm glad they did to a point. I mean, it's pretty cool. I just want to see them make it more of a, you know, more of, add a little bit more to the forestry. I'd like to see a sawbuck in where you, I'd like to see it more like where you drop a tree, delimit, and then it's skidded out with a skid, you know, with a skidder, and then you take that and somebody runs a, you run a, something like a lever with a, where you pick the log up, or you pick the tree up, you put it into a sawbuck, and then the sawbuck cuts it to the length that you need it to go to the processor. That's what I'd like to see. Ah, okay, I got you. I got you. I didn't even think about a prosthetic. That's cool, man. That's cool. That takes a lot of his time up, keeping up with getting the vehicle tuned up and ready to go. That's what I think's funny about that Street Outlaw show. It's like they live in trailers, but their cars are worth millions of dollars. There's more money in their car than in their house. It's the way all street racers are. They ain't got any money in their house, but man, the money that they've put into their street car is ridiculous. Oh, that's cool, man. So he's pretty good at it. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool that he can keep doing what he loves, even, with his handicap, which I don't, I wouldn't call it that. That's definitely not what I call white trash. I don't call somebody who chooses to live a different way than me white trash, but I got a different image of white trash than that. The guy who ain't got a job, got 3 kids, and he's not feeding his kids, but he's making sure he's got a pack of Marlboro Reds and a cold 6-pack of beer every day. That's white trash. The guy who puts his needs ahead of his family. Yeah. I mean, just because you live in a trailer ain't bad. It just means you didn't put any money into the house as much as you put into the car. But even if you live in the trailer and your bills are paid, that's the life you choose, Your bills are paid, and if your family's happy with that, then that's what matters. Now, if you neglect your family over your street rod, that's a different story. Not everybody chooses to live in a brick house and bite a big mortgage payment. Yeah, that's what you got to do. You always got to put your family. If you're the provider, you put your family first, and especially if you're a dad. If you're a parent, your kids always come first. Their needs have got to get met. And if you're the provider of the family, there's a lot of things you give up and sacrifice so that your kids have a better life than you did. Oh, almost went a little bit too far in there. So, but I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't say somebody's white trash just because they chose to. They enjoy playing with their street stock car more than anything else. All right, where did I put headlights at on this thing? Nope, not there, not there. There we go. All right. I think we'll just chip this instead of stacking it. A little bit easier. And we haven't run this thing in the dark, so it'll be interesting to utilize it with the night falling here. All right, let's get this guy backed into place. The beast. So, all right. So I got to go back here and start up the wood chipper and get it all running. All right. I believe it's let's see. 0 opens that. There we go. Let's see, the work lights. Hit G to turn on the work lights. J to put them up. Let's see, we'll switch. I don't need the left one. Middle work lights on. There we go. And then select the right work light, turn it on. See if that's on actually. It's okay. Oh, why is that thing moving? Yay for the Ponzi just wanting to walk. Stay there. All right, and then turn this thing on and running. The bunker's full on it. Are you kidding me? This thing completely full? Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on this lot. Yep, this thing's completely full. Alright, so we gotta run these over and dump them out. Alright, so we gotta run this thing to the run this thing over to the wood mill, sell off the wood chips real quick. Get it dumped off. Make a dime or two with it, and then we will head on over back and grind up some trees. Hello, Jerry. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, the light bar on this thing is pretty sweet. I like that. Yeah, whoever modeled this, I like it. Yeah, this is my favorite truck that I have found so far. Is this 250 King Ranch Edition. It's sweet. Alright, let's pull in here and drop this off. Hey, Whiskey, good evening. No problem, man. It happens. All of us have to do that work thing every once in a while. Not so much me, but yeah, I understand you guys have a schedule to do. All right. In your opinion, light bars on any truck are ugly. Dude, I like a light bar versus a beacon any day. At least you made it. Yeah, you did. You made it for the overtime edition. We're in extended time. This is sort of like soccer overtime too. We're gonna go until I decide we've fulfilled the allotment needed, and then we're gonna call it quits. Now I'll probably only play until about 9 or 10 o'clock my time, and then that'll be it. So probably about 40 minutes. This road is so narrow. I do like on the Russian map that the roads on it are, you know, decent sized roads. They're not real narrow, where they're unrealistically narrow. The roads on these are just unrealistically narrow. Hey Corbin, how you doing, buddy? Welcome, welcome. Just stream all night, you have tomorrow off? Yeah, but then I wouldn't be able to play any Fallout 4, so. And at some point I gotta stop so I can go get my addiction on. Because I really didn't get enough of it today. And I need to turn that video live. It's sitting there in queue. I got it uploaded, processed. I just gotta go in there and put all the little detail descriptions and all that stuff in there so I can turn it live. Alright. Back this puppy in here. Oops, a little bit too far forward. Alright. Turn that off. Turn those off. Seriously, just turn off lights. Alright, so let's switch over to this guy. I gotta jump out and turn the beast on. So much just to grind a little bit of wood, I'm telling you. Productivity is horrible. This thing needs a remote that you can actually put like in your Ponzi, so you could do the remote control of it. That would be cool. Corbin, how much would I use a truck like I just did in real life? A lot, actually. I mean, depends on what I'm towing and what I'm using it for, you know? I mean, the amount of weight that was in that trailer is no different than using a big truck, a heavy-duty truck to pull a tractor or something like that. I mean, you're not talking about... I mean, I don't know how much weight would be in that trailer. But I mean, you look at how much weight you got on a tractor hauls, and I haul mine around all the time, implements and tractor. But I've pulled trailers before with my Dodge. Ah, that's cool, Cade. I know a Ronnie Dunn that races Legends cars. It's not your dad, though. Alright, so we'll take these and dump them in here. I always misjudge the distance on that thing. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, I am boss. I was just messing with you, Caden. Have I ever thought about doing a 24-hour live stream over a weekend, provided the Razorbacks are not playing? No, I have no desire to do anything that ridiculously long. There's no game I'm playing that would require me to play for that much time. The only reason I would do something like that is if I was trying to do like a fundraiser thing. You know, where I was saying, look, I'm going to play for 24 hours, watch the stream, and donate to a charity. That would be the only reason I did it. I did too many stupid things like that when I was a kid. Because I used to be in radio. I used to have to do stupid stuff like I had to ride a Ferris wheel until the radio station I worked for was at that point was 106 frequency. And so the owner of the station came up with this great idea that I'd have to stay on a Ferris wheel and ride the Ferris wheel and stay until the station raised $106,000 for the Shriners. Yeah. So I was on that Ferris wheel for about 4 days. It stunk. And then they wanted me to stay on there for the rest of the fair. I was like, nope. I'm gonna finish this up real quick and I'm gonna be done with it, because I got smart. I figured out how to raise money real quick, because people are like, they're like, well, we're just gonna put a donation thing down there and you'll broadcast live from the Ferris wheel, and at the end of the day you'll just hopefully people will come by and donate. I was like, no, I'm gonna speed this donation thing up. And I was on the radio saying, hey, look, if you come down here and you make X amount of donation for the Shriners, you can jump in my little Ferris wheel gondola with me. And for the time that you're in the gondola with me, we'll let you be on the air and we'll play a song for you and everything else like that. So it was like $20 a holler, you know, and I was getting people making money left and right. And it was nice. I was like, if you own a business and you want to come out here and pitch your business for the 5 minutes that you're in the gondola with me, come on. You're gonna have to pay a little bit more money if you make commercial use out of it. But if you want to get on there and hey, you want to get out there and do it, then that would be fun. Hey Norm, if you ever say anything else like that in here, I'll boot you, man. There's other ways of making your point, but I don't have any respect for that. So watch the language. Yeah, I don't have much tolerance for that stuff. I try to run a clean channel, and because I got a lot of people who aren't that old in here, so watch the language. Oh man, we're all full again. Alright, back we go. Definitely gonna have to get a bigger trailer at some point. Alright. Yeah, I just, like I said, I try to look at that. You never know how old somebody is in this, especially with it being farm sim. And so I just try to always keep it a clean stream. Assume that people are young. I always try to keep myself in check. No, he's not being a joker. It was just a slip of the tongue, I think. I don't think he meant it any other way. What's up, Chris? Have I ever thought about using Courseplay? Adam, are you new? Did you like just join us like within, have you not watched any of the other videos? Oh, you mean to do, or do you just mean for me running this to the wood chipping plant? Bale stacking is always fun, isn't it? What's my favorite song? I don't think I have one. Yeah, Chris, we already did that. We're 2.5 hours into the live stream. And after the first 2 hours of it, I decided to extend it out a little bit and do some forestry, because some people have been asking for forestry. So I decided I'd do a little bit of forestry here. Yeah, Adam, I mean, I could use Courseplay for it, but then I wouldn't get to drive, and I wouldn't get to use my nifty little steering wheel to drive over here and dump it off. So more of a headache to set it up than anything. And then there's the whole back in the trailer in, and where I'm sitting at right there for that little area, it's there's no straight shot to get it in. It's tough to back those trailers in and get them in straight. So it's not a very conducive thing for Courseplay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my live streams on Wednesdays and Fridays, I intend on them to be, for the most part, Sosnovka, and to work on that, because that's the only time I'm going to spend on that map, is the Wednesdays and the Friday live stream. So that'll be the only time we have to work on it. But that doesn't mean I won't switch it up and play something else after a little while, you know? So like tonight, after we did 2 hours of cultivating and planting, rather than start fast track time and start the harvest all over again, I just decided switch it up, do a little bit of forestry because some people have been asking me about doing some forestry, and I could do that, keep the stream running just a little bit longer, and you know, and make some people happy that we're missing some forestry work. So yeah. Trying to get back to where I'm doing Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Wednesdays and Fridays being farm sim, and then Saturdays doing a some other game, whether it be Euro Truck or something else. Now, I did do a live stream on Monday this week that was Manchester, just again because didn't have time to get a video up on Monday, so I wanted to get some content up. So, oh yeah, you got you a G27. Yeah, eBay is the best place to get it from, in my honest opinion. I mean, you can get good deals on there, save yourself some money. Chances are, whatever you get, it's going to be in good shape, especially if you got one that's remanufactured. You're going to get a good deal on it. Usually you get free shipping on it, so, and you can save yourself a lot of money by doing that. I'm really not interested in Chillington, though I may end up playing it elsewhere, but yeah. I'm not a big fan of the English style maps either. I have to be honest with you. I like, the only one I really like is I'm drawing a blank now. Colborough. That's about the only one I enjoy. Yeah, that's about what I paid, Chris. I think I paid like 189 or 190 and got free shipping with mine. And I'm as happy as I can be with it. And everything is fine. The only issue I really have with mine is on the top of the gear shift knob, there's a little silver plate, a little like plastic plate that has your gear markings on there. That little plate's a little bit loose on mine. That's the only thing. It annoys me because it slips around a little bit, and I end up sort of like a hangnail on your hand. You end up fidgeting with it all the time. I just know one day I'm going to tear it off because I'm messing around with it. You know, that's the only thing that was an issue at all with mine. And I'm as happy as I can be with it. Let's see. Have I ever tried Region of Texas or Summerfield map? I think I looked at Region of Texas and it just looked boring to me. I mean, there's a lot I look for on the maps. I look for not only just the map itself and the layout of it, but I do like to see some scenery. I don't like flat. Just like states looks really boring to me. Because it's just so flat and wide open. You know, I like for there to be a little character to the map. So yeah. As far as Summerfields, is that the one that is no, that's not. That's a California map I'm thinking about. There's a California map out there that is just, I don't know, it's so weird looking to me. So Yeah, again, I think that's Faye. I think that goes back to what your interests are and where you are regionally and where you live. You know, I living in the States. Manchester is more of my style of map. Um, and I enjoy it. So, um, oh Norm, you didn't offend anybody. It's just I got to put the stop to it so it doesn't go any further. You never know when somebody's doing it like accidentally, or if they're trying to be a smart aleck, you know. And so I pretty much anytime I see it, I just call them out on it, and I usually kind of can tell by a person's response, um, you know, whether they were doing it to be a jokester or whether they just accidentally, it was a slip of the tongue or whatever, you know. So, and I hope you don't take that wrong or whatever, the fact that I called you out on it, you know. It's just I'm trying to keep the channel clean. Moose, have I ever looked into Derek Spears' design button box? I don't know anything about it, so you are the first person who's ever mentioned it. So I know nothing about it. Corbin, that's gonna be on your side, man, the lag. Hey Angie, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Alright. So we'll grab one more load of wood and then we'll probably call it an evening. Oops. Come on, quit wiggling around. Make up your mind what you're gonna do. Here we go. There we go. Drop that in there. Wyatt. Hello. Nice to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming in and joining us. Glad you're enjoying it. All right, architect, you're gonna wuss out and go to bed on us. All right, take it easy. Thought you were gonna stay until the very end. Guess not, though. Just give me a hard time, man. Take it easy and thanks for coming out tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Caden, take it easy. I'll be back on streaming Friday night. Nice to have you. Oh. Alright, so if you're gonna buy the game, and you know, I don't know what the difference in the price in FS 15 and what gold is. I always say this: if you're on PC, again, I don't know what the difference in the price of the regular version of the game and what the version of gold edition is. I haven't looked, to be honest with you. If it's right around the same, then get the gold edition, just for the extra tractors and everything. But I would say, you know, my rule of thumb on the gold edition is this. Yeah, I got a I do, Chris, I do have a Fallout video that is actually ready to come out. It'll come out later on this evening as soon as I get done with all this stuff. But anyways, my rule of thumb on Farm Sim Gold and Farm Sim pretty much has been, so it's a $10 difference. My rule of thumb is this on Farm Sim Gold. If you play on a PC, there's no need in getting Farm Sim Gold because there are better maps out there that are modded. You know, the modders have better maps out there, and you can get tractors galore off of the mod sites. So now, if you're playing on console, then you probably want to get it because it gives you more content. It gives you an extra map that you know, because you only have like 2 maps on console. So having that extra map is good, and you know, having the content is good for console. But as a PC, playing on PC, it's just not something you need. It doesn't have the content that that you can get off of the mod sites. Is it worth your $10? Nah, you can spend that $10 elsewhere. Bye. I love my first stream. I'll be back for the next one. All right, great. Thank you for coming out, Caden. Glad you enjoyed it, and appreciate you spending time with us tonight. We will see you on Friday. Oops. There we go. Whoops. Come on. Pull that up to the headache rack. And push it on in here. There we go. Alright. Yeah, like I said, I'm not that impressed with it. I'm playing it because by me playing it, it gives you a chance to look at it and see what it's all about. And, you know, because I built this channel playing Farm Sim, I went ahead and got it because that's what I do. I play Farm Sim. So, but again, for the average person out there who's not using it as content for a channel or something, you're just playing the game, there's a lot better, like I said, if you're on PC, there's a lot better content out there that you can get off of the mod sites. And you just, like I say, if you needed it for just for the content, then I would get it. But if you're a fan of the series and you want to have all the DLCs, then that's a whole nother story. All right. Adam, take it easy. And thanks for coming out, and I will see you on Friday. Appreciate you being with me this evening. Angie, like relaxing watching this after a long day. It's cool. Cool. Glad to have you. Appreciate you coming out and joining us. I hate that we're getting ready to end it, wrap it up though. But yeah, gonna call it quits here pretty soon. Just because we have been going pretty good bit here. Yeah, no problem, Chris. You know, like I said, I put it together, one, because I didn't want to answer questions every day about where'd you get that mod, where'd you get that mod, where'd you get that mod. But two, it helps people out in that way, you know, and of course that way it does keep me from having to answer that question on a daily basis. I can just say, check out the mods list. Though it's a pain to put that thing together. And I need to go update it, but man, it's like it's so time consuming to do it. It's like, what do I want to do? Do I want to play a video game or do I want to update the mods list? I bet you can guess what I would much rather do. All right. It's so funny because it looks like there's no wood down on the ground, but in reality, there's wood everywhere. You can see there's a whole ton of it down there. The hills, all these hillsides are just loaded with wood. I got bored during a football game and just cut. Eric, I'm in my 40s, and I have learned not to piss my girlfriend off. I'm past that stage in my life. And I've also learned to find a girlfriend that is down to earth and cool and doesn't sweat the little things in life. So I don't run as much of a chance of pissing her off. So, you know, it's one of those situations. That's it. If you find one that's high maintenance and she's always got something to complain about, you'll find yourself in the doghouse all the time. But if you find one that's really down to earth, laid back, good country girl, that she's pretty cool. Nothing, you know, she doesn't get that worked up over stuff. You don't have those problems. That's what I got now. I found a good one. You started out in FS's console earlier year. I love the game, but hated it on console. Yeah, you know, and that's the thing is, once you buy a gaming rig, life changes for you. It's so much better on PC. Everything is. Every game that you own is so much better on PC. Like, even like Call of Duty, Battlefield, any first-person shooter, so much better. Because you can, I mean, aiming with a mouse is so much more precise and easy to do. That's like, I was shocked that Fallout is geared more towards people playing on PC or on consoles, and so even when you put it in PC, it defaults to having it set up with a gamepad, and I was shocked about that. And because it's a shooter game, and to me, you would think that, you know, shooters, you would want to play with your mouse. Oh, come on, get up in here. Come on, I should be able to crank this on a little bit more. It's not gonna work. Raise her up and rotate. But yeah, I was shocked that it was set up defaulted to gamepad, because as a first-person shooter on PC, I'd want a keyboard and mouse, because I can aim a lot better and more precisely with a mouse than I can with a gamepad. Nice. Unless you want to sleep on the couch. I don't have to worry about sleeping on the couch. She doesn't live with me, so I don't have to worry about that part of it. Let's see, where am I going? Alright. Alright guys, so we'll take this up to the wood chipper, grind it on up, and then I'm gonna probably call it an evening. because we're approaching the 3-hour mark on our stream, and that's about all I want to do for the night. I still have to be a little conservative too as far as like how late I stream, just because I am still on a 350 cap, and until I get that cap taken away, I have to watch how much usage I have, or all of a sudden Moosey will wind up with no internet, or well, actually I'll have internet. I'll just have to be paying double what my bill is for less service, which is crazy. It's insane. Like, my bill is like $29.95 a month, right? And for that I get X amount of service and all this other stuff. But then the cable company, if I go over that 350 gig cap, they sell you an additional like 10 gigs of service for $29.95. It's like, are you kidding me? You're not a big gamer at all, to be honest. Since I got the gaming rig, all I have is Farm Sim Euro Truck and Assetto Corsa. Oh man, well that's cool. I mean, still, the driving games on it, the graphics are that much better, yeah. So, oh yeah, Chris, it's ridiculous. It's Mediacom, and they're a joke. And you know, I've talked to them. I've had so many problems with them because of cable outages that I talked to them yesterday. I was like, look, I have so many problems with y'all, and you're still not fixing it, and I have no idea when my cable's going to go out again. So why don't y'all take off my cap limit in, you know, as a little bit of, you know, payback, since you guys can't give me good consistent service. And the girl that I talked to was like, well, I have to talk to a supervisor about that and see if I can't get it. So I had CenturyLink. That's well, I still have CenturyLink. As a matter of fact, I have CenturyLink DSL service here, but I can't do the uploads and everything with CenturyLink like I can with cable. And I like, a video was taking me 12 to 13 hours to get a 1 hour video up. It was taking me almost 12 to 13 hours. And yeah. Oh, they're ridiculous. They're like, oh well, we'll give you credit for the time that you're out. And I'm like, well, how do you know when I'm out? Well, we can see on our records when the modem's not responding. I'm like, that don't mean anything. There's times when the modem's got all lights on it, but I can't get service. So how are you going to tell me that's your problem, not my problem, you know? Or that y'all aren't going to pay me for that or compensate me for that. Oh, they're all full of themselves. Alright, I gotta go turn this thing on. It's about full. I wanted to see it just blow wood chips everywhere, man. Come on. There it goes. It probably shut down in just a second. Bunker is full. It's just kicking wood chips out over there. Look at that. It had like a full load of wood in there. And so when it started processing, it had to process a ton of wood. Oh, man. Internet companies that got over the barrel, and they know it, so they oh yeah, it's a racket, you know. They've got you over a barrel because the municipality only lets one provider in, so you have no choice of who to get, you know. And it's crazy because I talked to my buddy in California, and he's like, yeah, well, I'm with Cox and my download speeds are, I get like 150 down and I'm getting 50 something up, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, you know. And I mean, I get a fraction of that, and he pays about the exact same as I do for his service, and it's just insane the way it is. But there they have competition because it's a larger area and there's more people, and so they have a little bit more competition in that area as far as service providers go, whereas here there is no competition. The municipalities let one company in, and that one company basically has a monopoly on the area. So your option is you can go with the cable company, or you can go with the phone company. That's pretty much it. All right, Matt, take it easy. Thanks for coming out. I'm just about done here myself. Like I said, I've got a Fallout video I'm going to put up in a little bit. It's just a little base building. Nothing major. But I wanted to get it done. Because to me, that's the more interesting part of survival games, is building your base up. Which is pretty cool, because I got another tune that's much higher ranked on that game that I was learning to play with, and he got attacked by super mutants today at the base and had to fend off that attack, and luckily I had just put a whole bunch of new weapons in. Yeah, my choices are Mediacom or CenturyLink. That's two choices I have. And like I said, I still have my DSL connection, honestly, because Mediacom is so unreliable that I have to keep the DSL connection so I have internet when when Mediacom dies out every day. Oh. Well, my DSL connection is like, yeah, the bunker's full. I'm just finishing getting this last little bit of wood out of this thing before I shut it off. Throw it into the bunker, and then I can always, or into the wood chipper. It'll be in there for when I turn it back on. There we go. But hey, George, better late than never. Matthew, I haven't seen you comment all night long, man. Did you just get here or what? I'm just kidding with you, by the way, George. Thanks for stopping by. I hadn't seen Matthew comment the entire evening, so I didn't think you were in here. Alright, so we'll jump over and we'll take another load of wood to the I got you, man. Yeah, I hadn't seen you all night. You was playing some farm sim. I don't blame you, man. I am too. Kind of addictive. Alright, man. Take it easy, Chris. Have a good night. Stay safe. And I will, I'll see you in the next stream. Alright, so we'll take one more load over to the plant and drop it off. I got you, man. I'm just giving you a hard time. But no, I'm glad you stopped by. Oh, that time of year. I remember those days. Are you in high school or college? Whiskey, yeah, this is available. This is FS15. I'm in Asset. Of course it is. I'm playing it, man. Of course it's available for FS15. There is no mod in my gameplay that you can't get a hold of, either off of mod hosters or LS Mods 2015. I don't do the whole, I'm not even going to name names, things where you put mods in the game that nobody else can use. I don't do that. That's the reason why I like that John Deere that I'm using. I had that John Deere for a month before I actually put it into the game, because I refused to put it out there in the game until everybody else could get it, you know, because I knew as soon as I did, people would want it. And anyways, I knew as soon as people got it, they would want it. And I don't want to be out there putting things out that people can't get. So no, this is just a mod. The truck is. It's not part of Farm Sim. Farm Sim wouldn't dare put something out cool like this. What are you talking about? It would dare put this much detail into a truck. I mean, look at that on the front of it. I mean, they've done, whoever modded it did a really cool job with it. It's a good looking little truck. And it's just a mod I found on one of the sites. Oh, that's cool, Eric. Sounds like you got a good plan going. This is the F-250 King Ranch Edition, is what this truck is. Yeah. Yeah, it would be cool if there was a Dodge mod that looked this good. Alright guys, so I'm going to get this thing back over here, park it, and that'll be the end of the stream. Appreciate everybody coming out tonight and being a part of it. We'll be back Friday night live with more Sosnovka, where we'll actually we'll fast track time and we'll harvest the field, and then we'll look at doing some corn after that. Probably get a corn header and start doing that, but we should have a little bit of money by then. So we'll do that Friday night. You won't, man. Hey, the way things are going, hopefully none of us die before you go to college. I gotta kick this terrorism thing in the butt. Alright. But anyways, if you're watching on the archive, thanks for watching tonight. Appreciate it. If you made it all the way through to the end of it, that's really cool. And like the video if you haven't already. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. It helps me out. And of course, you'll get notifications when we're doing live streams if you're subscribed. And if you want to know when the next live stream is, make sure you guys join me on Twitch. I do, not on Twitch, but on Twitter. I do try to put out a tweet an hour or so before the videos or before the stream starts, so you guys will know when I'm going to actually stream or not. So, all right, man. Like I said, it'll take me all of 5 minutes to get that. It'll take me all of 5 minutes to get that video up. I've just got to. As soon as I wrap up the stream, I'll jump on there. I've just got to make a couple of adjustments to it and then hit play and it can go up. And like I said, it's nothing amazing. There's actually no fighting in it. It's really about base building. But I wanted to do something on base building before I actually started going out and doing the rest of the buildings. Tomorrow's video that I put up on Fallout 4 will actually be a lot of combat stuff. I'm going to plan on going out and doing some missions and probably go do the Corvega plant, which is fun. So, all right, that's going to be it for this evening, guys. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And again, I will be back on Friday, and we'll do it all over again. So appreciate everybody watching, and I will see you in the next video. So bye for now. And like I said, I always give about a minute and a half for you guys, just to whatever, and then I'll be out of here. So I don't like to just turn the stream off immediately. All right, thanks, Faye. Glad you stopped by. Glad you enjoy the streams, and thanks for participating. All right, Eric, thanks a lot. Oh, Francis, I hadn't even seen you in here tonight. Didn't know you were watching the stream. Hello. Good night, Igor. Magman, do you mind if I ask what a good upload speed is? Man, it all depends on your internet. As far as what your upload speed is. I mean, are you talking about for streaming? Is that what you're talking about, Magman? Take it easy, George. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks, Matthew. We'll see you in the next stream. If you're just talking about in general, you need it, to do videos and stuff on a regular basis. You need at least 5 gigs of upload speed, or 5 meg, excuse me, upload speed. 5 gig would be amazing, wouldn't it? 5 meg up. And that way you'll have a good, strong signal. I forget how much YouTube actually takes. They do throttle how fast you can put something up onto their server. But 5 up is really good. But for streaming, you want to set up, if you're setting up for streaming, 4K is about the max you want to be. But anything over 2500K is really good. I'm set at 4K right now just because I got nothing else going on and I want to put out a good high quality stream. But anything over 2500 is going to look really good. So if you can do 2500 up, you're okay. 2500K. But if you want to go to the high quality 180, to 1080i, then your 1080p, whatever it is. If you want to get that good high definition stream, you need to be up at 4K. So as far as uploading to YouTube, again, they throttle what you put up, but again, you want to have a decent internet connection somewhere, at least around 2 meg or more. Like I said, I had, with my DSL connection, I'm supposed to be getting like 1 meg up. Usually I only get about 7 or about 0.75 meg up. And so it takes anywhere from like for an hour-long video, it takes me on DSL, it would take me 12 to 13 hours to get it uploaded. Whereas on cable, I have 5 meg up, and it takes me, for an hour-long video, it takes me maybe 45 minutes to an hour to push it up. So that's about it. So, all right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, save this game. Yes, let's save that. And then I'm going to go ahead and jump over to the goodnight slate. Y'all, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it as always. I know y'all could be doing other things than sitting around watching my stream. So I do appreciate you coming and stopping by tonight. We'll do it again Friday night. And yeah, so hope you guys will join me then, 7 o'clock Friday evening. Until then, thanks a lot. Y'all stay safe, and I will see you in the next stream. Good night.